Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever and wherever you're watching this video from. Before us, we have a 2023 question. This is internal, paper 2, and this question is statistics. So we're going to answer standard deviation. We are also going to complete this table, the relative cumulative frequency. And we are going to also plot and find the 70th percentile. Alright, so without wasting much of the time, we are going to start with the standard deviation. Now, to find the standard deviation, there are two ways. You can either use a table or the formula method. Okay, now the formula method is easier, and you save time. So in this video, I'm going to use the formula method. Alright, so let's get started. Now let me just write down the formula. Standard deviation, so which is standard deviation is equal to excuse me, the summation of, so the square root of summation of f of x squared over summation of f. Okay, this is the square root minus x bar. X bar here is the mean, then squared. So this is the formula we use to calculate the standard deviation. Alright, now how do you find the mean? Let's first find the mean, which is this x bar. Okay, now the mean is calculated by multiplying the frequency by the times the midpoint. Frequency is here, 269,742. Frequency times the midpoint. So this is grouped data from 0 to 10, 10 to 25, 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 45, 50 to 60. So the midpoint, so we're going to say 2 times the midpoint plus 6 here times the midpoint, 9 plus 9 times the midpoint. We are going to insert the values there, plus after 9 there is 7 times the midpoint. After 7 there is 4 times the midpoint plus 2 times the midpoint. Okay, the whole of this divided by the number of values or total frequency, which is 30 here, 30 people. So we're going to divide this one by 30. Alright, now how do you find the midpoint? The midpoint is calculated by finding the mean. So 0 plus 10 is 10 divided by 2 is the midpoint. In other words, what's the midpoint? The middle number between 0 and 10 is 5. So it will be 0, 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25, 30, 30, 35. So here it will be 5. Then between 10 and 15 is, between 10 and 20, is 15. Okay? You can add 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So if you understand the pattern, it's very even easy to write. 15, then here you're going to write between 20 and 30 is 25. 30 and 40, 35. 40 and 50 is 45. And between 50 and 60 is 55. Okay? So you can punch everything here in the calculator or on the calculator here. let's see what we find. So we're going to say 2, let me just put it here, 2 open bracket 5 close bracket plus 6 open bracket 15 close plus what else, 9, okay, 9 open bracket 25 close plus 7 open 35 plus, after 7 there is 4 open bracket 45 plus 2 open bracket 55 close bracket is equal to, it's giving me 860. All right, 860 here. So here you're going to substitute with 860 divided by 30. Okay, so when you divide here, just the answer divided by 30 is giving me 28.6666. So it's giving me 28.6667. Okay, so we can round this one off to 3 significant figures, which will be 28.7. okay, so this is the mean. This is the mean. Now we have calculated the mean. Let's now calculate the summation of fx squared and summation of frequency. So what we do is that, now this is the most the interesting part. Now on the formula here, to find this summation of so let me just write it down here. Let me just write it like this. Summation of f of x squared over summation of frequency. All right, to find this one is equal to this. This is the exactly information which is here. So you can copy everything the way it is here. Okay, this for calculating mean the way it is. Now let me just copy the way it is, which is 2 open bracket 5 close bracket, then what do we have there? We have 6 plus 6 open bracket 15 plus 9 open bracket 25 plus 7 35 plus 4 open 45 plus 2 open 55 there. Divided, we divide this one by 30. Now the difference will come between this one and this one is that the midpoint you square it. All right, wherever there's a midpoint you square it. So here we're going to square this one. This one also will be squared. This midpoint will be squared, and this one will be squared. This one will be squared. This one also will be squared. That is the difference. Okay, I get your I hope you are getting the concept here. So we can do the same. You can punch everything in the calculator. So it will be 2 open 5 close squared plus 6 open 15 close squared plus 9 open bracket 25 close squared plus 7 open bracket 35 close bracket squared plus 4 open bracket 45 close bracket squared plus, okay, 2, which is the last, this is the last one, 2 open bracket, the last one is 55 close bracket squared, squared. Okay, So this is how you write. Okay, now this is a digital calculator I'm using. It's in the phone. So this, it means squared, everything squared here. So when I punch an equal sign here, it's giving me 29,750. Okay, so if this one is giving me 29,750 divided by 30. So answer divided by 30. Okay, this one is giving me 991.66667 here. So this is 6667. Now rounding off this to 3 significant figures, it will be 99. Then this is bigger than 5, so add 1 to this one, 992. All right, so this is the summation here. So having calculated having found the the mean and the summation of f of x over the summation of frequency, we can now find the standard deviation. Okay, let me copy the question, the formula again for standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to summation of the square root of summation of f of x squared over summation of f minus the mean squared. Okay, now let's now substitute the square root of, now wherever there is this one, the summation of f of x squared and divided by a summation of f, you substitute with this value, which is 992. So we're going to say 992 minus, so don't divide again because this is what we've calculated previously here, the 992 minus the mean, where there's x bar here, we're going to substitute with the mean we've calculated previously, which is 28.7. So open bracket 28.7. Now remember, in the formula it is squared, so we need to square even here. So square root. So when you write 28.7 squared, 28.7 squared, the answer is giving me, so we're still here, 992 minus 823.69. All right, so let's find the difference. Let's substitute here. All right, so 992 minus 823.69. So it's giving me the square root of 168.31. Okay, so let's find the square root of 163. So it's giving me 12.9737. So when you round this one off to 3 significant figures, this one will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then this one is 7. When you add 1 to this one, becomes 10. So we have a 0. Then this one becomes 13. So it will be just 13.0. Okay, 13.0. So this is the standard deviation. All right, so this is the standard deviation. All right, having found the standard deviation, we can now answer this question. Question 2, which is question B1, I mean. Using the table above, copy and complete the relative cumulative frequency table. Okay, copy and complete the relative cumulative frequency table. So here we're going to use the graph. Okay, going to use the graph. We are told to copy and complete. So what we're going to do, we are going to copy, let's just copy this part, the one we that is missing values, this from here up to here. Okay, so we're going to say so this is our table. Okay, so we just copy the missing part here. How many missing parts? We have 3. Okay, so I can just say 1, 2, 3. Then the first one we have 30, 40, 50. Okay, 30, 40, 50. Okay, like this. Then we have 17, 24, 28. 17 here, 24, 28. So let's complete this. Let's complete it. So now, to complete this one, we're going to say this is the relative cumulative frequency. So what they do here is that you divide the total frequency, which is 30 here, 30, or here 30. Okay, so we're going to divide 0 divided by 30 is 0.00. So this is to 2 decimal places. Then 2 divided by 30, let me show you that that's what they did. 2 divided by 30. Okay, 2 divided by 30 is this one. To 2 decimal places, it will be 0.07. Okay, check here, it is 0.07. Let's check this one as well. 8 divided by 30, it is 0.2. This becomes 7. Check here, is 2.7. So this gives us confidence that this one will be 17 divided by 30. 17 divided by 30 to 2 decimal places, it will be 0.57. Okay, when you round this one off. So here we're going to write 0.57. Okay, so we do the same here, which is 24. It will be 24 divided by 30 to 2 decimal places, it will be just 0.80. All right, 0.80. Then we have 28. 28 divided by 30, we're going to have 0.93. 0.93. Okay, let's just double check the second one. 24 divided by 30, 0.8. Okay, it's correct. All right, so we've completed the cumulative. Remember to write the question number. This is B1. Okay, question number. So we are done. We've written this one here. Then now the second question, under question B, using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on the horizontal axis and 2 centimeters to represent 0.1 on the vertical axis or the x-axis. Then we are given the range that in the x-axis should start from 0 to 60. Then in the y-axis the range should be from 0 to 1. This is 3 marks, and this is simple, guys. 2 centimeters represent 10 units. Okay, so use this. I always emphasize this point. If the statistics, you don't have negative numbers, so use the second last box here. So this should be a starting point. Okay, So if this one is 0, in the x-axis we are told that we use 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. This is the horizontal axis. 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. So this is 2 centimeters. So we're going to write 10 here. This is 20. This is 30. Okay. This is 40. This is 50. And this is 60. According to the instructions we are given here, we are told to end at 60. Where is that paper? We are told to end at 60 in the x-axis. Okay. Then in the y-axis is 2 centimeters to represent 0.1, and we should end at 1. Okay. In the y-axis we should end at 2 centimeters to represent 0.1. So this one should represent 0.1. So if this one is 0.1, then this one is 0.2, and this one is 0.3. Okay. This one is 0.4. This one is 0.5. This one is 0.6. Then this one is 0.7. This one is 0.8. This one is 0.9. Then this one is 1.0. Okay? 1.0. That's it. Now, let's now start plotting, because we are told to draw a smooth relative cumulative frequency curve. Okay, a smooth relative cumulative frequency curve. So remember to use a pencil on the graph. All right, to use a pencil on the graph. Now, in the x-axis here, what do we have? Is age in years. Okay, age in years. So in the x-axis here, we're going to write age in years. Okay, this is the x-axis. Okay, then in the y-axis, we're going to write what is in the relative cumulative frequency. Okay, which is abbreviated as relative cumulative frequency, RCF. Okay, RCF. So after drawing with your ruler straight line, you write this is the y-axis. Okay, this is the y, and this is the x here. This is your x, the x-axis. The x-axis. Now let's plot. Now the first coordinates, you don't plot these. You don't plot these only. You start with these. And we're using years, not cumulative frequency, but years against the relative cumulative frequency. 0, 0 is here. This is where 0, 0 is. Okay. Then the next coordinate is 10, 0.07. 0.07. This is 10. Then where is 0.07? Let me just show you how we calculate values. So what we're going to do to find the value of each box, you're going to divide. For example, in the x-axis here, we're going to divide this 10 divided by number of boxes to find the value of each box. Okay, so there are 10 boxes here, small boxes. So if you divide this 10 by these 10 boxes here, you're going to find that each small box here represent 1. Now in the y-axis, the first value here, the scale is 0.1. So we're going to divide 0.1 by 10. Okay, 0.1 by 10 to find the value of each small box. My calculator is giving me 0.01. So each small box here is 0.01. So let's check it. 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.05, 0.04, 0.05, 0.06, 0.07, 0.08, 0.09, 0.1. Okay, so the coordinates we are given, we are told that it should be 10, 0.07. So this is somewhere here, this is 0.05, 0.06, 0.07 here. So 0.07 is here. That's where 0.07 is. Okay, the next coordinate is 20. We are here, 20, 2.7, 0.27, sorry. 20 is here, 0.2 is here, then 7, we count 7 of these. 1, 2, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is here. Okay, next is 30, is here. So we are using this table. So it will be 30.57, 30, 0.57. So 30, then 0.5, so 30 is this line, 0.5 is here, 0.57. So we count 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is here. Okay, next. Okay, next is 40, 0.8. Okay, so we have our 40 here, 0.8. So 40 is in this line, then 0.8 is just here. Okay, next is should be the last one, not the last one, the second last. It was 50, 0.93. 50, so our 50 is here, then 0.93, so 0.9 is here, then 0.93 will count 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is here. Okay, we don't just end here, and you can just make a serious mistake, because the last coordinate is back on the question paper here, which is 60, 1. Okay, which is the last coordinate, 60 here, 1. So 60, 1. So 60, 1 is here. Okay, 60, that is 60, 1. So then what you do, you draw a smooth curve connecting these points. So you use a pencil so that you don't make mistake. But I'm going to use a pen here. Let me just use a pencil in case I make a mistake. All right. So this is a pencil. So you draw a line, connect a smooth curve. Okay, a smooth curve. Like this. Perfect. This is nice. Okay. Let me just do this. Erase here a bit. Okay, so this is our curve. Okay, from here up to here. Okay, and this one looks perfect, looks nice. So what you do when you reach here, so now you've earned yourself 3 marks by doing so. So 6 plus 1 plus 3, this is how many marks? 10. This is 10 marks. Let's now answer the last question of this paper. Okay, so the last one is we are asked to show the method clearly. So the last question, we are asked to estimate the 70th percentile. Okay, this is question. Oh, so the graph is question B2. So this is question B2. Okay, then the 70th percentile, you can say this is question 70th percentile is question what? It's question C, if I'm not mistaken here. Oh, it's question 3, B3. Okay, so question B1, 2, 3, 70th percentile. Percentile. So 70th percentile is the same as 70%. So we are going to say 70 over 100 multiplied by the total here cumulative frequency. Okay, so the total here is 1. So when you multiply it by 1 here, we're going to find 0.7. So 0.7 is not the answer, so we're going to go where 0.7 is, and using the ruler, we're going to draw the line from 0.7 down to okay, 0.7 here, 0.7 up to the line where the curve is, up to the line where there is a curve. So when you draw like this, so we're going to end where this line will meet the curve. Then when we reach there, we're going to drop down. We're going to come down here and okay, do the needful like this. Okay, like this, like this, like this, up to here. Okay, up to here. So now what is the value here? So this is edge, this is 10, 20, 30, and the value of each box, small box here is 1. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Indeed it is 35 because it's in the middle of the two here. 35. So we're going to say here therefore the 70th percentile is equal to 35 years. 35 years. Okay, 35 years. Okay, so we can just write here on this as 70th percentile. All right, and that's it. That's how you answer statistic questions. Okay, I forgot to draw. Let me just draw the line here, the x and the Cartesian plane, the x and y axis, I mean. Okay, okay, like this, and it's as simple as this. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed and you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and liking the content. Thank you so much.